For my protostome presentation, I have chosen the planarian or the trichladia. Planarians were first discovered in the 18th century in the Ural Mountains. They reside in saltwater and freshwater environments. They are considered free-living invertebrate or flatworms. They can be parasitic depending on their environment, and they can live in masses also depending on their environment, which they're usually seen in masses in freshwater environments. Some key features of planaria are the fact that they're acoelomate, meaning that they have no internal fluid-filled body cavity separating its body wall from the digestive tract. They're hermaphroditic, which means they have both female and male sex organs on them, and they are one of the first examples of cephalization. And cephalization means that the mouth, the sensory organs, and nerves move to the front of the animal's body, and they also possess bilateral symmetry. Planaria fall on the tree of life under the superphylum Lophotrochozoa, the phylum Platyhelminths, the subphylum Rhabdophora, and the class Turbellaria, which you can see on the picture where they reside. Planaria obtain their nutrients via consuming small, dead or living animals like larvae, and they will also eat algae. They do this through a muscular mouth, which can be seen on the diagram. And they also have something called a pharynx, which allows for them to be able to suck up their food and obtain nutrients from that. They're preyed upon by fish, amphibians, and aquatic insect larvae. So they're good nutrient source for a lot of aquatic animals in both marine and freshwater environments. Some unique traits about the planaria is that they have cilia for motility, which is huge for studying cilia regeneration because they do possess that, and it's been good for studies. They have incredible regenerative properties, which is also going to be discussed later, but is huge for studies. And that means that if they were to be split in half, a tail would reform at the head, and at the tail, it would actually reform a new head. So that's something pretty cool. They have an eye spot, which allows for photosensing. They have like photosensory neurons, and a nervous system which is connected to a spade-shaped head, which is kind of an identifying characteristic for them, is that pointy spade head with the eye spots on top. And then they have a mouth under their body. Planarians are super important for several reasons. They're actually huge for human studies, and that has been done in neurological studies and both pollutant in the freshwater environments. Planarians are a good denoter of how much pollution is in a freshwater environment. So a lot of researchers have used planarians for that. Something else that they're actually really big for right now is neurological studies, and that's due to the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, their cilia are good for that, and the fact that they have regenerative potential, meaning that, like I said, if they were split in half, they would regrow a head and their tail. So that's been huge. And not only for mankind are they important, but they're also super important for the environment due to the fact that they are a food source for a lot of marine and aquatic animals, as well as they keep the population in check because they do eat small aquatic animals and algae. And there are the references. Thank you.